Hello, hello. Welcome to the broadcast. What day is it? It's Tuesday, and today is Travel Tuesday. And I am coming to you and sharing with you a taste of the Caribbean. I miss traveling, and uh, when you have something from a particular place, it brings back memories and experiences. And so that's what I want to do for you today. So welcome to the broadcast. And today I am going to be sharing with you from Original Flavor. It's a Caribbean recipes from home. These two brothers have written it and authored amazing amazing cookbook. And I wanted to share it with you. It has some really beautiful recipes, and they share about their family, and they share about Jamaica, because these gentlemen are from Jamaica, but it's not a solely Jamaican cookbook. It is a cookbook with the flavors of the Caribbean. And before I get started, I want to share this with you, to just a little introduction on Travel with Eva and Jordan Travel Enterprise. And here we go. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. So I want to tell you a little bit about myself if you haven't.
We had the opportunity to travel with Jordan Travel Enterprise.
Hold on,
and the
that's
first thought
happened
that
to
I
me
could
again.
give you.
All right, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. I help you to have worry-free group vacations and conferences. Most people are overwhelmed and stressed out with the planning and logistics of a group travel event. And even travel right now, there's so many changes that are going on. So we transform your ordinary vacation and conferences into amazing group adventures. And as I said, today, I want to just transport you in your mind to the Caribbean. There are so many islands in the Caribbean and so much to see and do, and so many different foods and beverages throughout the islands. Each island has its own special drink, beverage, and food, and some things are common. And I love the Caribbean. That my heritage is from my family's from Barbados and Brazil. And then I have family members who are from Jamaica. So I love all of the tastes and the smells and the flavors. And today I want to share with you a recipe from the book Original Flavor. Like I said, there are so many great recipes in here. They say they're bringing the flavor from the Caribbean to your kitchen. And today I'm bringing it to your kitchen. And before I'm going to show you the video, and then we're going to I'm going to share the food with you. But I want to share with you some of the items that are in the recipe and some of the things you might say, well, what is that? So I'm sharing it with you. One of the things that's in there is coconut milk. And it's a mixture. The recipe is, it's a Caribbean bean curry. And since November, I've kind of been eating things and put on a little bit of weight. So I wanted to have a recipe that was plant-based and delicious. And you can always add steak, chicken, or fish to it, but today it's going to be a vegetarian option. And one of the things that's in here are dry pigeon peas. And when you see in the recipe, you're going to hear the brothers talk about gunga peas, but gunga peas are pigeon peas. Then there's also black beans in the recipe and red beans. And they're using canned items, But I kind of recommend, if you're not in a hurry, using the dried beans. It's healthier because with the dry beans, you know exactly what's going into it. And one of the things that I use a lot is the Instapot, because you don't have to worry about soaking the beans overnight and cooking them all day in the crock pot. It will cook for you. You'll have your beans within an hour, and you can enjoy them with your recipes. So I see we have some friends here today. So Gwen, she says, I love Caribbean food. Thank you for that segment. Thanks, Gwen, for joining. And Jackie says, yummy, Jamaica food is one of my favorites. Thanks for joining. Another thing that's in the recipe is allspice. And when in the video, he's gonna say add pimento seeds. And you're gonna say, what's pimento seeds? Pimento seeds are allspice, and they're these little seeds that you can that adds flavor. And sometimes a recipe adding the seasoning and the spices really make a difference. And when you travel, when we travel again, and if you're traveling now, one of the things that I like to do is to get the spices and from the place. And a lot of times spices are really reasonably priced, and you bring it home and you can add the rest to do the recipe and add those flavors to it. We have a question. Gwen says, does the Instapot remove gas from the beans? What they do recommend is if you have the issue with gassy, is you can put a little bit of vinegar in the water, and that helps with the gas. Oh, and Sandy says, hi, Chef Eva. I am far from a chef, but I can follow the recipes and enjoy the foods. And some things are my favorites and easy for me to do. And then you're going to need curry powder, and there's all different kinds of curry powder. In this particular instance, I used Jamaican style curry powder. Okay, are you ready to see the recipe? I'm gonna show it to you right now, and I'll be right back. It's just a 2-minute video, but it shares all those ingredients and it makes something yummy. So here we go.
Another delicious recipe, a Caribbean bean curry.
This is a great vegan recipe, plant-based, it's easy, simple, and tasty, guys.
And it's in partnership with Grace Foods UK and Dunn's River.
We're using Dunn's River peas and beans, got kidney beans, black beans, and gunga peas, all in one tin. Excellent source of protein as well. Enjoy this recipe, guys. Like, share, comment. Meat lovers, vegans, you're gonna love this dish.
In a large frying pan, add some coconut oil, then add your onions, your garlic, and then caramelize for up to 5 minutes. Now add your curry powder and cook down until dark brown. Add some coconut milk and then stir to create a coconut curry sauce. Now add your carrots, bell peppers, pimento seeds, and dried thyme. Now mix the thing together to create a delicious, creamy coconut sauce. Now add some sea salt, black pepper, a little syrup, and that fire, a nice diced Scotch bonnet pepper.
Now we're going to go in with Dunn's River's peas and beans. Make sure they're drained and washed. We're going to stir it all in, making sure that all the peas and beans are coated in that lovely curry sauce. We're going to let it boil up and then simmer for 10 minutes. Then we're going to add in and garnish with some parsley. Now we're ready to plate up with some white rice, fried plantain, and that lovely Caribbean bean curry.
Yeah, man, look at that, man. Ital is vital.
Jeez.
100% vegan, 100% flavor. Give it a try, man.
Hey guys.
What's up, guys? We're back with a...
Okay, let me stop that and come back to you. What did you think of that recipe? Yeah, they didn't measure a lot. That's typical of the Caribbean. When I was trying to, when I was learning to cook with my mom, who's from Brazil, it's like, oh, put a little bit of, I said, well, how much? Oh, I don't know. You got to watch me. So that's kind of, but the beauty of it is with the recipe book, there are, they do give you the amounts that you need and the measurements in the book. So, and one of the things I wanted to share with you is some people are not familiar with plantains. Plantains, it looks, here's a plantain. You find it in the Caribbean, and they use it in several dishes that just make it delicious. And the plantain can be green, it can be yellow like this. And you might, if you were thinking that if you had this in the mind of a banana, you would be thinking, oh, this looks like it's overripe, but no, it's perfect. You kind of feel it, and you can feel a little soft in there. It's not hard, but it has a little soft, so it's just ready to use in the recipe. And then I spent the afternoon but I spent some time making the recipe, and this is how it came out. So this is the beans, and I garnished it with a little bit of parsley from my garden. And they had their carrots different, but I kind of sliced up my little mini carrots. And then you can see, let me see if you can see it pretty good. Then I have the plantain. Would you like me to taste it? Okay, I will taste it for you, and I'll share with you. We can imagine that we're having this together. So here we go. And it's served over some white rice. It's very good. I love curry. Jackie says, eat up. Here, have some. I'll share some with you. And the plantain, served along with the plantain, it's so delicious. Oh, yes, you can imagine having it with me. So here it is. I'll share it with you again. And I wanted you to share with you a taste of the Caribbean. There's so many different islands, and like I said earlier, each island has a different specialty. My family's from Barbados, and so one of these days I'll share a Barbados recipe. And let me share some of the comments here. Jackie says, I have to get my hubby to make this dish. Yes, yes. And Denise says, yes, yes. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you to the replay viewers. And if you have a question and you're on the replay, don't feel like, oh, it's too late. Put it in the comments and I will get back to you. Sandy says, what beverage goes best with that dish? In the book, they have several recipes for beverages. And I thought about it. I should have gotten one of the drinks from the Caribbean that I love, and it's from Jamaica, is ting. And it's a grapefruit soda. And that sounds like, ooh, a grapefruit soda, but it is so delicious. And it doesn't have a lot of chemicals and stuff in it. It's a lot of grapefruits. One of the drinks too is sorrel. And sorrel is a drink that's made from the leaf of the flower of a plant. And it's served a lot at Christmas time. But that would be a good drink to go with it also. So thank you so much for being here with me today. And I want you to, as time is going by, I want you to begin to dream about, you've probably already been dreaming about travel, but dream about the places and things that you like to do, and plan now. It's not, there are, in terms of cruise lines and tour companies, and river cruises, they're opening up and they're booking for next year, for 2022, and even into 2023. And I'll be sharing some trips that I want you to travel along with me, but I don't want to share about that just yet. So if you are interested in traveling, and you're interested in a group, you're thinking about maybe a girlfriend's group or a anniversary or family reunion or a corporate travel event where if you either do it on a cruise or you hire out private villas and have your conference there, then you can contact me and fill out a survey at group.travelwitheva.com, and then you can go to schedule.travelwitheva.com for a complimentary consultation. And I look forward to connecting with you and finding out if we're going to be a good match for each other. And I want to tell you also that as you are getting the travel mode, or someone who is considering some trips, don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. And then next week, I have a special surprise for you guys. And I'm going to share it with you in just a moment. I'm working my information over here. So next Tuesday, I'm trying to be consistent and come to you on Tuesdays. Next Tuesday at noon, I have a special guest. Her name is Danella Richard, and I want to show you a little preview of what's to come on next Tuesday. So here we go.
I'm Danella Richard. I've spent the last 20 plus years of my life traveling the world. I've lived as an expat in Europe and worked for world-renowned travel companies. Now, since everything we know about travel has changed, I invite you to come along with me and rediscover the world.
So, are you excited? That is going to be my guest for next week. She's an amazing woman, and she's traveled the world, and I'm inviting her to come and share with you. That'll be next Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So I want to thank everyone today for joining in and for spending this time with me and to experience a little bit of the Caribbean. And you know what? How many of you are interested? Are you willing to try a new dish or try something from the Caribbean? And it will kind of transform you and get you ready to experience the Caribbean in terms of its food, its culture, and the beauty of it. So, any other questions? Any comments? Denise, thanks for joining. And she said exciting and can't wait. Next week is going to be really amazing, and I am looking forward to it. So I wanted to say to you, wherever you are, if it's morning, evening, or the nighttime, have a blessed day, evening, or night, and do take time to be a blessing to someone else. Bye for now.